Thrust 551, contact Addison Tower.
Addison Tower, thrust 551.
381.
Oh, that's our frequency change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so in this case there, he just gave us our frequency change, so we were approved to switch to tower from regional approach. And yeah, I was just so focused looking outside, paying attention to all the different planes there ahead of us that I totally missed that. So that's another thing that I just got to continue working on is like he always keeps saying, aviate, navigate, communicate, remembering to keep all those tasks in my head as I'm flying, because really piloting is one big multitasking endeavor, as you can see.
So Addison Tower, thrust 551.
Oh, then we let him know where we're at. Okay. Addison Tower, thrust 551. We are inbound into Addison, 9 nautical miles at 2,500.
Thrust 551, Addison Tower, continue right base, runway 340, send that pilot discretion.
Okay, continue right base, thrust 551.
Thrust 545, runway 34, full length, right
Yep,
runway.
and he said descend at our discretion.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so you
So you had to repeat that too?
You have to repeat that, because that's a command, right? Not
Okay.
optional.
Kelly 7, traffic holding in position, continue.
Alright, so we're 10 miles out, right? So what could we do here?
You should do descent checklist.
Julia Romeo, turn right at Foxtrot, then taxi onto Alpha contact ground.
Descent checklist. Borrow is set. GPS set. Power. Mixture is good. Fuel pump is on. Okay.
Very nice. And then 5 miles out, what are we going to do?
We're going to do a pre-landing, before landing checklist.
Yep, 5 miles out, good. And then I'll have to take the landing because it's night, right?
So then
Thrust 545,
start our
runway
descent
34,
down,
trip
right? So we can start descending now?
We can, but I wouldn't.
You would?
No, we're too far out.
Kelly 7, runway 34.
You have to think, if we have an engine failure, right? I want to have the most amount, especially at night, right?
Okay. Wait, turn this
So you
off.
can turn that off, yeah.
Goes with you, transition up to Sherman.
Let's start to turn to the left here, because I want to get parallel with this road. And we have traffic inside,
This road.
551.
Thrust 551, descend at pilot discretion.
Descend at our discretion, thrust 551. Alright, I have
No,
control,
we're
sir.
Alpha, echo that
Control.
traffic, 12 o'clock.
So,
2 miles
hand on the
westbound,
yoke with me. This is always a learning experience, right? Not 2 hands, just one. I want you to feel, so I want you to feel me on the controls. Don't death grip, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like
Kelly
this.
7, turn
I'm
right.
relaxed,
Contact
right?
2 Alpha contact ground.
Okay.
Charlie, then taxi to Alpha and contact ground.
I'm just going to reduce the power to about 2100
November
here.
1 Bravo Charlie, runway 34.
You can do before landing, good.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Right here. Runway heading, clear for takeoff 34, Bravo Charlie.
Seat belts on.
Uh-huh.
Fuel pump is on.
Addison Tower, Gulfstream 55 Tango Delta, hold short of runway 34, ready to go.
Richest
November
tank.
55 Tango Delta, Addison Tower, hold short runway 34. We're
Landing
release.
light needs to be
Hold short of
on.
34, 55 Tango Delta.
Okay, so you see how I'm just very gently on the controls here? I'm not necessarily letting the airplane fly me, I'm flying the airplane, right? Yeah. So we're coming on in, I have the runway in sight, you see the runway? You see the airport beacon?
No.
You don't? This one.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the little green,
November 1
yellow
Bravo,
thing
yep.
changing.
The little green, yeah.
Good night, Bravo Charlie.
So, we're coming on in, right? I'm coming in on base. I'm going to start slowing it down here. 1500 RPM because I'm coming in on a normal travel pattern. And I'm raising the nose, right? It's pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. But I'm not climbing. I'm just holding it in a straight level sight picture, bleeding off the airspeed. Then I go flaps 1, speed check.
Echo, traffic till 10 o'clock and a mile, a Cherokee 2000.
Then I start descending, right? At 85.
85 descent.
Yep. And now I should be at 80. So
545, traffic 1 o'clock, 1 mile, helicopter 2000 has you in sight.
I'm coming in, I'm starting to descend. Addison Tower, thrust 51, just confirm clear to land, runway 36.
Thrust 551, runway 34, clear to land.
Correction, runway 34, clear to land, thrust 51. Okay.
I hope you also caught that there. My instructor also made a mistake on the runway. But that's another thing there is sometimes it's easy to get confused on the runways and remembering which runway you're landing on. But again, that's another thing that I'm learning is not to be so worried about making a mistake on the radio because they'll always correct you. And especially a tip that I've learned from previous instructors is just things get too hectic. Just remind them, hey, student pilot. They're familiar with pretty much everyone here in this area is student pilots, majority of people. And so, but as you can see, you know, no matter how long you've been flying, sometimes you'll have to make corrections, but it's no big deal. The main thing is to continue to make sure that I'm flying the plane.
So now I'm coming in on final, flaps 3. Now, I'm pitching for airspeed, power for altitude. I don't need to raise the nose and climb. All I have to do, straight level sight picture. There's 70, start my descent at 70 knots, right? And I'm gonna get low because of that. So you see how I'm maintaining my speed with my pitch? You see that?
Uh-huh.
Okay, now watch. As I get on my glide path, I start adding my power, right? So start adding my power, coming on in, and I should be at 70 and 5 knots fast. So I'm just gonna increase the pitch just slightly and reduce the power. Now I'm at 70, reduce the pitch. Now I need to increase the power because I don't want to lose altitude. So you see how fast it goes? Yep, here we are, coming on in, I'm stabilized. I'm coming on in now. When I go power to idle, you see how I lower the nose and fly it to the runway? When the runway gets big, that's when I start the round out, right here. Hold it off. Hold it off. Now I'm sinking, more back pressure. More.
Stall.
Hold it off.
Count Echo, have a good night.
Stall.
Thrust 551, turn right, Foxtrot, taxi on Alpha, ground point 6.
Say again, thrust 551.
Thrust 5, say again.
Say again, thrust 551.
Thrust 551, return right at Foxtrot, taxi on 2 Alpha, and contact ground.
Foxtrot, contact ground, thrust 551. So you see how that was? I just held it off there. And I just increased the back pressure. Then we can go ahead and contact ground. 121.6, sir.
10.
5 Tango Delta, runway 34, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Yeah, we gotta be quick.
Clear for takeoff, 3455 Tango Delta, runway.
Addison ground, thrust 551, request taxi to Romeo.
Thrust 551, Addison ground, taxi Romeo via Alpha.
Romeo via Alpha, thrust 551. I'm just gonna get us on the taxiway and then I'll have control over you, okay?
120 Foxtrot Tango, Addison ground, change to 121.
Alright, you have control, sir.
My controls?
Controls. So I kind of wanted you to see that just a bit on the landing. Did you see how I flew it into ground effect?
Yeah.
I came down, and then as the runway started to get really big, then I started a straight level sight picture.
Okay.
I just straight level. I held it off, and then I said, I'm going to hold it here until I start sinking. Once I start sinking, then I'm like, okay, add more back pressure, add more.
Foxtrot Tango, clear Papa Whiskey Alpha, be on departure, fly runway heading. Radar vectors for the Texoma 4 departure, Zema transition, then as filed. Maintain 2000, expect file with 22010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.3, squawk 5264.
Okay, so I mean, this basically is concluding. We're at the end of the flight here. We're just taxiing back. So yeah, as you can see, I'm still continuing to make progress, continuing to work on the landings, particularly the round out flare, making sure when I'm doing the checklist and making sure I'm still navigating and communicating in that order, prioritizing flying the plane, and then hearing and making the correct radio calls. But yeah, as you can see, it's just a lot of repetition, a lot of practice, and a lot of constant instruction while you're in the air. So yeah, if you're ever interested in having something fun to do or something fun to learn, like, I recommend flying. Like I said, I'm just somebody who's simply just a software developer who just flies on the weekends, and it's been really fun for me to learn and to get a new skill and all the interesting things that go into becoming a recreational pilot, a private pilot. So yeah, there you have it. Hope you guys like, subscribe, tune into the next episodes, as we'll have another flight of mine that we'll just go through. It should be interesting as always. And take care. Thanks again. Bye.
Addison Tower, thrust 554.
There you go.
Good job for keeping the cheese on the cracker there. And there's 1,000 feet. Let's go to Mesquite. Would you say it's broken 2,600?
Yeah, this is broken.
Slow and steady, it wins the race. Take your time, you got this. Elevation, it's one step, two step elevation. Keep growing, yeah, just keep on pacing. You're a creator, keep on making, yeah, keep creating.